Hello and welcome to Quirky Cat Crafts. This is Sherry. Okay, you guys, final reveal on the cute forest animal nameplate mosaic wall hanging for the little baby boy. So I just want to go over it with you guys real quick. So his name is Theo. And so this is a piece of chipboard that I decoupaged, Mod Podged this scrapbook paper to. And then I used stickers to spell out his name. And then I added stickers of like leaves around it because I felt like there was a lot of empty space. And then did Mod Podge over the top of that. So that's his nameplate. And then I did 3 kind of ephemera pieces. I got a squirrel, or I don't know, it might be a chipmunk or something, but pretty sure it's a squirrel. I don't know. A little bunny rabbit and a little mouse. And I had to trim around the squirrel and the rabbit to have them fit on the pieces of chipboard. But I didn't trim around the mouse just because with his tail, I was afraid if I started trying to fussy cut around it that I would damage the tail. So I left him alone because he fit. And these are just little wooden tags. And I did the same method that I used for the name with the scrapbook paper and then the ephemera pieces and then another coat of Mod Podge over the top. Okay. And then I have these 2 stamped animals. I have like a coyote and a little bear. And again, the directions were cutesy forest animals. So I didn't try to paint them because I do not have that level of artistic ability. And so I decided to just paint around them with this kind of olive green color. And so I have 2 of those. And I see the paint scraping off a little bit right there. So I'll have to touch that up before this goes. And then I did 3 of my animal buttons. And I did a stamp of just like a little forest scene. So it's like trees and a creek or a stream or a brook or whatever. And I did a fox, a beaver, and a deer because I didn't want duplicates of the same animals. So, and I did these on light blue pearl clay and then colored them with mica powders. And I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe I should have gone all the way to the edge and trimmed off with this extra blue. But it's too late now. So, and it kind of just looks like it's a frame around it. So I guess it's okay. And then I just glued the buttons down with a little bit of glossy accents. Okay. On the same scrapbook paper, I did 3 stickers under glass cabochons of mushrooms. It was part of the same sticker set as the leaves that I put here. So I've got one up here, one here, and one down here. Okay. Then I've got 4 leaf brads. And I did those on Spanish olive green clay. So I've got one here, 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 and there. I bracketed his name with these like fall leaves. These were actually already in my stash. So, and I colored them with mica powders and then baked them up. And then I had 4 of these. That's like an acorn, pine cone, acorn, and a pine cone. Okay. Then I did 4 kind of phrases, inspirational words kind of deal. So we've got wild and free, today is a new day, every day is an adventure, and be brave. Okay. I've also got a few strips of this, like a vine leaf. This is a rolly wheel. It's a Sculpey 3 tool, Sculpey tool. And I just rolled it on, I think this is the bronze clay. And then rubbed with gold mica powders. And these were already in my stash as well. So I just have a few pieces of that tucked in. The leafing is, I think this is copper for the leafing color. And it's got like a texture background stamp that's like acorns and leaves. So I have that cut down and tucked in, right? Spaced out. I had 3 of these already in my stash on like a beige colored clay with gold mica powder rub. That's like a tree bark texture, which I made these way back in the beginning when I was still playing and learning. But, you know, now I would do them on a darker brown clay, but they worked. I also tucked in 3 of these strung beads that are kind of like a blue-green, swirly, kind of made me think of water. So just because I had some pretty big open spaces I wasn't sure what to do with. So I have those tucked in. All right, I had a couple of these in my stash already. It's just a random texture stamp that's, again, rubbed with mica powders. And then I had 2 pieces of this one, which is kind of more of a leaf pattern. So I have one here, and then the other one's down here, because I only had 2 of those left in my stash. I have a few strips of this, the same, sorry, there's a little bit of paint there, or glue there. Same Spanish olive clay. No, it's not. I believe this is the camouflage green, because that's the Spanish olive. And it's got another different leaf texture stamp that I just did in gold ink on it. And it's very faint, very subtle, but that's okay because there's a lot going on visually on this one. So a few strips of that tucked in. Looks like I just have those 3 pieces. My hand-painted geometrics, I did like a pearl olive green and then a pearl blue, and then it was just a straight brown, and I wasn't liking how it was looking for the middle strip, so I added a little bit of gold pearl paint to it, and I like it a lot better. So I did 8 of them. Oh, and then I used gold for the wavy lines. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are spaced out pretty well. And then these are just pieces of blends. When I first started, when I would get down to where I didn't have much left of a particular color of clay, and I just had like a bowl on my desk that I would throw the little scraps into, and then every once in a while I would gather up like the similar colors and run them through the pasta machine and kind of make a blend. I don't do that anymore, but I had some of these in various shades of the browns and copper and bronze and stuff. So yeah, I just have that, and that. I wish I would have a piece of it over here somewhere, but that's okay. And then the last thing I did was I threw in a couple of these on the blue pearl clay rubbed with blue mica powders, like a swirly stamp, just to give a little pop of blue to tie in these 3. So I just added a few pieces of that in. And then the little gaps that I had to fill, I just used a green bling chain. So I have like a strip there, a little bit there, there, and there. And then on this side, there's a little bit there, there, and there. And so that's pretty much it. And this one's done. This is called a cradle board. I got it at, oh, and then the corners. And these are just like glass tiles, like ready-made mosaic tiles that I buy. So I did 4 of those in the corners. Okay, so this is called a cradle board, and I spray painted it gold. I didn't do anything with the back, and I'll sign it back here somewhere before it goes, but that one is ready to go. So I just wanted to jump on here and give you guys the final reveal. Tell me what you think. Do you think it came out good? And hopefully the recipient likes it. Or, well, the recipient's parents. The recipient is like 1 year old, so I don't think he's going to care either way. But So yeah, I just need to touch up that little spot right there. And then I might do a coat of varnish, because if the paint's, I don't want the paint to peel up. So, but other than that, this one's ready to go. All right, you guys, that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching.